Hi, I'm the gadget guru Andy Parr, and you're watching thevog.net. I'm here at Indian Motorcycle of Daytona Beach, and here with me is Enzo, who is the owner. And I guess the first thing I should say is congratulations. Not only does Indian have a new owner, you are now the newest Victory dealer in the country. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And we're very excited about being part of the Polaris family and the new acquisition of Victory Motorcycles. And we're hoping to take that to the next level.
Well, I tell you, you're on a wonderful location, so the people know when they come to Daytona Beach. Where exactly are you located here?
We're located at 402 North Beach Street, and this is the Indian Motorcycle shop. But the Victory Motorcycle shop is going to be a standalone store at 406 North Beach Street, which will have its own building, its own parts department, its own personnel. It's not going to be interchanged like Indian and Victory, like most of the previous Indian dealerships did. We're having two separate stores. That way they have their separate experience.
Now, as you know, Victory has made a great reputation on not only quality and reliability, but offering test rides. Because of your location here, what's your thought about having people try it before they buy it?
Oh, absolutely. We agree with that 100%. We've been doing that with the Indian motorcycles. We offer demo rides every day. They're welcome to test drive the bike. We know that we have a great product, and once they ride it, they definitely buy it. So that's the same experience that I want to pass on with the Victory bikes, and that they will ride and they will end up buying it.
To be honest, I know very little about the Indian lineup. What I am to understand, and please correct me where I'm wrong, is that now that Polaris has taken over Indian, they streamlined the line down to 3 models for now. There'll be future models coming out later. I mean, none of us know what that's going to be. But for now, what is in the Indian lineup?
The number one bike is the Vintage, which is the more rich-looking bike with the saddlebags and the grab rail with the floorboards and the highway bars and all the chrome. That's the top of the line, which is the Vintage that comes in a few colors. They got it down to the green and cream, which is the number one selling color on that Vintage lineup. And they got the red and cream. They got the solid red, and they got the solid black. And they have the turquoise and white.
Just to point out, this is the bike we're looking at right now.
This is the Vintage. This is the number one selling bike. It sells more than any other model from Victory. I mean, from Indian.
Okay. Now, when you look at this bike, how do you build this? Is this more of a bar hopper? Is this a touring? Is it a combination? Tell us a bit about this bike itself.
It's a sophisticated bike, to say the least. It's not your common ride. You can see by the price that it's a very luxury bike. It's really for the rider that I think experience other bikes and they can't find the quality they're looking for on a regular bike that it's in high production per se. So this is a more custom a luxury bike, and I think there's a certain group of people that are attracted to this bike because of the quality and the looks of an older bike with modern mechanics.
Now, I'm sure you've already met with the Polaris guys. I mean, you're here in a major motorcycle market. Just you personally, without, no inside information, but you're familiar with the bike. If Polaris could make just some inline changes, what could be made to make this bike even better for today's market?
I think that the only way that they can make this bike any better is to make it more accessible to the people that really want to have one and at the moment can't, because it is a pricey item, and I would love to see more people be able to afford them than anything else.
And it's funny, coming from just reading the forums and seeing what Victory people are saying, or Victory, those who ride Victories, they're saying the same thing. They love it. They wish the price had come down just a little bit, and then you could see there's a natural progression. But it's nice to see a dealer say that too, because I know you want to sell units and people want to buy them. But, you know, I have to tell you, it's gorgeous, the paint schemes, and there's no way to express on video or even in photography how gorgeous the paint is. How is it that Indian has always had this quality of paint that you just don't see on other motorcycles?
Well, you know, I think that they do a lot of research and they, look at the history, and they stay true to the colors that really made this an icon back in the early days, and they don't forget that. And I think this is what reminds them of Indian is the looks, the shape, and the colors. So it's good that they kept to those vintage colors, and I think that's what attracts the buyer the most, is they fall in love with the color of the bikes.
Now, my understanding is that Victory made, or Polaris made, few if any changes now that they have taken ownership and are delivering out. One of them is they're making them a limited edition. They have put a badge on it. Have they made any other minor inline changes since they've taken ownership and you've accepted delivery?
No, not at this point. There hasn't been any change.
Okay. Now, on this model right here, this is the high end, and again, I get the names confused. This is the vintage Chief. Am I? Is that correct?
Yes, that's the Indian Chief vintage model.
Okay. What's the price point on this? The retail price?
It's $37,000.
Again, it's not for the weak of wallet, but you never know what might happen from here. Now, the next model down from that, because you have 3 models in the line. Which one is that?
That will be the Dark Horse, and that will be around $26,000.
Okay, and what separates the Dark Horse from that? What's its signature features?
It's got a flat finish to it, and it's a more sporty looking bike, and it doesn't have as much chrome as the vintage does. It's all flat black finish on the engine and handlebars, mirrors, and throughout the whole bike.
Okay, but that no windshield, that's an open bike?
Yes, it's a totally open bike.
Okay, and then your entry level is which model?
Well, it would be considered the classic. That's the baby of the group, and but again, it's a very nice bike. It's got a lot of chrome for an entry level bike, and it's got all your luxury components such as hydraulic clutch, and all the chrome controls are Brembo, and it still has a lot of the luxury parts that goes into a vintage, but still an entry-level bike at the price, which is the $25,000 range. They both are offered in black and red on the classic, and on the Dark Horse they're on flat black only.
Now, when you look at the 3 bikes, basically it's the same frame, the same engine, same transmission. The difference is the way they're painted up and the way they're accessorized. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, that's a fair statement.
Okay, so for any potential Victory owners who are thinking about stepping up to an Indian, any final words of wisdom?
Well, just save your money and your dream will come true. And I think Polaris is going to make that dream come true a lot easier for a lot of people in the next couple of years. Just stand by, and watch, and I think you'll be able to afford an Indian pretty soon.
Well, Enzo, I want to thank you very much for your time. I hope you take some time, come over to thevog.net, introduce yourself, and I'm sure the Victory owners would love to hear from you, both from the Victory side as well as ask questions about Indian. But the site, you're always welcome there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, for thevog.net, I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr, and I'll see you on the road and online.